Welcome back to the Fighter Square. In today's video, we recap the time Muhammad Ali fought a Ron Lyle, a gang leader from the streets who spent time behind bars. This was one of the most legendary 70s boxing matches of all time. Let's get right into it. Muhammad Ali, the people's champion, the poet of the ring, the man who shook the world. Ron Lyle, an ex-gang leader, a convicted killer turned heavyweight contender. Two men, two paths, one unforgettable night in Las Vegas. This is the untold story of Ali versus Lyle, a battle of redemption, pride, and raw power. Before he was a contender, Ron Lyle was a statistic. Another young man swallowed by the streets of Denver. He led a gang, lived by the gun, and at just 19 years old was convicted of second-degree murder in a shooting that would land him in a Colorado prison for more than 7 years. But behind bars, Lyle found something else: boxing. He trained like a madman, sometimes in his cell, sometimes in a makeshift prison gym. By the time he was released, he wasn't just free. He was hungry, disciplined, and ready to take on the world. Lyle quickly rose through the ranks of heavyweight boxing. His knockout power was undeniable. He wasn't just any fighter. He was a force to be reckoned with. By the mid-1970s, Lyle had already fought and lost to the likes of George Foreman, but his raw talent and aggressive style made him a dangerous contender. He was now one of the top challengers to the heavyweight crown, and there was one man standing in his way. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, was at the height of his powers. A man who had already conquered the world of boxing and became a global icon for his courage, both in and out of the ring. But after a stunning win over George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle, Ali was facing more than just physical battles. He was navigating the weight of his fame and the toll that age and the wear of his career were beginning to take. Still, Ali was determined to hold on to his crown. And when Ron Lyle came calling in 1975, Ali knew this wasn't going to be an easy fight. May 16th, 1975, the Las Vegas Convention Center. Ali was a favorite, but Lyle was no pushover. The first few rounds were a brutal back and forth. Lyle pressed the action, landing powerful shots that rattled Ali. Lyle, despite his rough past, was a force in the ring, and Ali knew it. For the first time in a long time, Ali's legendary speed and movement were being tested. The older champion was showing signs of fatigue, something Lyle could sense and take advantage of. But Ali, being Ali, wasn't going down without a fight. He roped-a-doped, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Then in the 11th round, it happened. Ali, who had been conserving energy, exploded with a flurry of punches. His timing was perfect. Lyle, exhausted and battered, couldn't withstand the assault. Ali landed a series of devastating punches that left Lyle defenseless. The referee stepped in, stopping the fight and declaring Ali the winner by technical knockout. It wasn't Ali's most graceful victory, but it was a reminder that the heart of a champion can never be underestimated. For Ron Lyle, the loss didn't diminish his reputation. He had tested Ali, pushed him to his limits, and shown the world that redemption was possible. Ali's victory further cemented his legacy, but it also showed a new side of him, the side of a champion who could still dig deep when things weren't going his way. For Lyle, his life after boxing would go on to include struggles with personal demons, but he would always be remembered as the fighter who came from the streets to challenge the greatest of all time. Two men from different worlds, both fighting for respect, for legacy, and for redemption. Muhammad Ali versus Ron Lyle, a story of contrast, courage, and the unbreakable spirit of a fighter. Who do you think was the most underrated challenger in Ali's career? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the rivalry, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more boxing stories. Thanks for watching. Follow for more epic boxing stories.